So today Granny's going to show us how she makes her strawberry cake. It's not really a strawberry cake when you think about it in the sense of chopping up strawberries and putting it in it. Like I have a great strawberry scone recipe that I like to do where you chop the strawberries out. This one's more decorated with strawberries, but we all love it. And Granny's been making it for at least 15 years, if not longer than that. So who taught you how to make this pretty cake? It's really, really a beautiful cake.
My Aunt Kate, she showed me how to make the icing when I was young. She was making it and she had me to watch her. And they called it boiled icing because you have to boil it. But the cookbook says 7-minute frosting.
And that was really a popular frosting in those days, wasn't it? Not as popular today, I don't think, in most places. But anyway, it makes a beautiful, really glossy, like whipped kind of icing. It's so pretty. And then you put those red strawberries on it. It just makes it a stunning cake, doesn't it, Granny?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful cake.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Yeah,
you take
really
a bite
good
of the sweetness with the strawberry on it, and it's really delicious.
One time, Pap was in the VA hospital at Otine out there when he was sick. He had a lot of heart problems, but Granny wanted to surprise him. And of course, when you're in the hospital, if you're there for more than a few days, you start really missing your home-cooked food. So Pap was missing Granny's good food here at home that she made for him, and so she made him one of those cakes and brought it, didn't you?
Strawberry cake.
Yeah. Everybody, all the nurses and everybody oohed and awed over it. It was beautiful, and it tickled Pap. He was really excited about it.
Some of them helped us eat it. And even gave us tea to drink with it.
Yeah.
So it turned out really good.
Yeah. So when it comes to making the cake, the first part is just to make a cake, a yellow cake, or you could use white too, I'm sure. So you can use a box mix, which is what we're going to do today, what Granny's doing. But if you have a favorite cake recipe that you like to make from scratch, use that. It'll work just as good, be probably even better than the box mix, but we're going to use a box mix today. So that's the first step, and that's what we're going to do right now. And then once the cake gets baked, we'll show you how to make the icing, or Granny will show you how to make that wonderful 7-minute frosting and then decorate it with the strawberries.
Well, we better get the cake in the oven.
We better.
We need to let it cool before.
Okay, we got to let it cool, Granny's saying. So we better get on it. Maybe while we're doing that, we can go out and check out your garden.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Better get on that cake, grandkid.
So the pans are ready now.
Okay.
Did you plant some cucumbers?
I did, and that's what I wanted to show you. There's one that's up, little cucumber. I think I planted you green ones, but see, right here, see it?
Yeah, they're right.
And then look right here, I want to show you.
I see it. I see it. Little green tomatoes. If we're in the water, it's hard down here. We don't know.
Little bean.
Oh.
Granny said that was one of the prettiest things she'd ever seen in her life, was a bean seed opening up. Here's another one, Granny. See it?
Yeah.
And another one right there.
So the cake's out of the oven.
Yeah,
and cooling.
we got the cake out and cooling, so we better go back and check on it. Now we're ready to do the frosting. Granny's going to show us how to make that wonderful frosting. And cakes are cooling. So the recipe calls for a double boiler. Granny makes her own double boiler by using a cast iron pan and then just a pot. So we're going to let this be heating up while we mix up the rest of the ingredients. So here's Granny's recipe, 7-minute frosting. 1 1/2 cup sugar, 1/3 cup cold water, 4 egg whites, 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar, or 2 teaspoons of light colored corn syrup, and we're using the cream of tartar, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, Granny's going to tell me how to do it. So what do I do first? Put the sugar in? Okay, put the sugar in. Then what do we need next?
Is this water?
That's the water. Put the water in.
Egg whites.
The egg whites. There they are.
And the cream of tartar.
And the cream of tartar, which we just had kept it in the lid. Okay, now Granny's got her mixer. She's going to mix it up.
Supposed to do this for a minute. Did we time it?
No. You think we've been doing it a minute, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Granny mixed up all the ingredients for about a minute. And then we're going to scoot over her homemade double boiler and turn on the heat and cook it from there.
I think that was longer than any 7 minutes, don't you?
I don't know.
We didn't time it. Now it's time to put the vanilla in it. I think it's good enough to ice the cake. When it forms into stiff peaks, see that little peak sticking up and the one on the mixer?
That's how you know it's ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're ready to ice the
Ready
cake.
to ice the cake. You want to bring the cakes? And we'll do it right here. You can do a better job than me if you want to do it.
No, you do it.
I've got this little short, what do you call it?
Little spatula,
Yeah,
little bitty one.
and I like it better than the long handled one, so I've been using it. As you can see, it makes a lot of frosting.
Okay, the next part is Granny likes to put sliced strawberries in the middle of the layers.
So we like to make as many of these cakes as we can while the strawberries are in season.
Yeah, this is about your 3rd or 4th cake, isn't it?
The second one of this kind.
Oh, I
And
thought you made another one.
we
before
made a
that.
strawberry
shortcake, okay.
shortcake, which is different.
You gonna put them on the side too?
Just two pieces extra.
What you gonna eat for dinner, Corey? Cake?
Maybe. I might.
I'm gonna make me a hamburger. I can make you girls one too.
Okay, Granny got it frosted. Now she's gonna add the beautiful strawberries.
I try to put the biggest one in the middle, but sometimes it's hard to find the biggest one. The icing's so thick, though, they'll set down in there good. We need to put it in the refrigerator to cool the icing.
I don't know. Me and Corey might not be able to wait to put it in the refrigerator.
Well, that's okay, too.
I don't know how big a piece people want. There's one of Granny's strawberries she put down at the bottom. Come on, divide out there. Okay, we're ready to taste it. I got an entirely too big piece. Look how big that is, but I'm gonna make Corey and Katie help me eat it.
Oh. Wish y'all had some of this good cake.
Yeah.
So good.
The strawberries on the cake and of course the icing just all goes together so well, don't it? One of the best things about spring of the year and fresh strawberries, right? Granny used to have strawberries. Is that when you first started making it? When you got strawberries?
It might have been. I had a strawberry patch when Pap was in the hospital, and I actually picked enough strawberries to make him a cake.
I'll take it over there. We appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing how Granny makes our delicious strawberry cake. It's so pretty. We'll put the recipe for the 7-minute frosting in the description below, but you can find it readily available online if you just do a search. You probably find another person making a video of it too. Maybe in the future Granny will show us how to make some of her other things. I've had a lot of people say they want you to show us how to make tater cakes. You think so?
They're good if you get them just right.
Yeah, Granny's is always just right. I can make them, and I've made them and tried and might never taste as good as Granny's. Very simple. You just put egg and, or do you put an egg in yours? Yeah, and onion, but it's so good. They're so good. Granny's got the special touch for a lot of things. We're going to go enjoy our cake. Paul and Katie's in the living room making us some music, so we're going to enjoy that. And as always, we hope that you'll drop back by often to help us celebrate Appalachia. Is Granny smiling? Or is she just looking?
I'll smile.
They're in there playing Bon Jovi.
I thought they was playing Hell to Shine, Heavens to Gain. That's what I was hearing.
Well,
it
he
turned
wants you
into
to help
Bon
him
Jovi.
sing. Let's go listen to him. Man, that cake is really extra good.
Okay. I don't know how in the world I got a piece. Get you a fork and eat on one side. I don't know how I cut one that big.
I'll have them sing for you, eat, Katie. Corey.
Gotta try this first.
It's so good. Just the strawberries and cake go so good together.
Very good.
We might have to get that other new
We're gonna have to go exercise after this. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna go sing? You want to keep it?
Yeah.
Okay.